Good evening and welcome back to Brant Poetry Corner. It has come to my attention that we do not yet have any poems about bicycle riding, and so I've decided I need to remedy that situation. I have an anonymous poem on the internet called The Night of Clare. That's capital C-L-A-I-R-E, and here goes. A ride in the woods in the dark of the moon was no challenge, or so it was said. So I mounted my Schwinn, and I turned on my lights, and away in the evening I sped. Slicker than owl snot my drivetrain did run, as I reached the first tulgey grade. Completely at ease, I passed under trees, breathing deeply and yet unafraid. A sudden light clicking then came to my ear, and I wondered if it was the bike. The volume and frequency seemed to increase, and something just didn't seem right. My crank set, my pedals, perhaps the rear wheel, but my spokes were stress relieved. I'd checked all the torques and examined the forks. No fault could be conceived. But then I remembered the horrible squirrels that run in the woods at night. More cunning than weasels and faster than bats, my blood ran cold with fright. My mirror was useless, it bounced up and down. I carefully looked to the back. No one running there in that LED glare, not one, but the whole freaking pack. I knew in an instant the danger I faced, for the squirrels of the east are unreal. Like furry piranha that scamper like rats, they wanted my brand new wheel. I knew in the morning they'd find my bones spread out by the side of the trail. If I couldn't pull off a quick finesse, I had to deliver the mail. I spun and I sweated and pulled a huge gear in the face of imminent death. The grade was intense and my terror immense. I smelt their squirrely breath. Just then I remembered that in my valise, which I'd strapped to the top of my bars, I had peanuts and trail mix and Gatorade and a couple of candy bars. I unzipped the bag and flung out the tools which only impeded my hand. An anvil, a tow chain, a hacksaw and such, and a brand new truing stand. I hated like fury to throw out that stand, but I needed to get to the food. I whipped out the trail mix and tossed it back. I halted that hell-spawned brood. I sat at the top of the hill and wheezed as the squirrels devoured the nuts. I'll never again take a ride on that trail. No ifs, no maybes, no buts. A Night of Clare by Anonymous.